Hello everybody, it's been a little bit since I've completed Miles Morales here on the channel, so I thought I would bring my opinions on all 20 of the suits in Spider-Man Miles Morales, starting at number 20 with the S.T.R.I.K.E suit. I don't like anything about this suit. It's too bulky, got massive gauntlets, and really thick webbing. I don't like it. The only thing I can give it is its logo, but most of Miles' logos look really good anyway. At 19, I've got the Crimson COWL suit. If you watched my Spider-Man ranking, you know I love Scarlet Spider 2, which is kind of similar to this, but I feel like this one's just too red. It goes overboard on the red. Even though it's still got plenty of black, it doesn't strike the same kind of chord with me. The logo as well, this is one I'm not the biggest fan of. It's just very plain, simple looking, and Miles gets a lot more better stylized looking logos. So overall, I just never really see myself using Crimson COWL suit. At 18, we got our first origin suit, the homemade suit. I don't like this one at all. It's kind of like the Homecoming suit, but worse. It's just got normal goggles, you know, don't have moving lenses in it. The logo is absolutely terrible. If you didn't know this was a Spider-Man game, I bet you wouldn't be able to tell that that is a spider on his chest. It doesn't look good at all. The rest is just casual wear, which makes sense for a homemade suit. But the balaclava, goggles, and logo don't work for me. At number 17, we got the Great Responsibility suit. I know this is a reference to Miles' original debut in Ultimate Spider-Man, but I don't think it works well in this game. It's a downgrade from the very first suit Miles has, and the fact that it doesn't fit just makes it worse as a gift, in my opinion. And aside from maybe like the first 5 minutes after you get it, never go back to it. I'll go back to the other origin suit we got left, but I really never go back to this one. I made a little mistake. We've actually got 4 origin suits, so I forget about the Spider Training suit, as this one was a New Game Plus reward, and that kind of makes it worse because it's nothing to write home about. It is just casual wear with a Spider-Man suit underneath it. I barely used it. It's just kind of there. It's a waste of a slot, in my opinion, but I mean, I don't know what else you would replace it with. That's all I've really got to say on it. At 15, we've got the Winter suit. This is our first variation of the classic suit, and like a lot of other variations, I don't understand why I would use it over the classic suit. It's nice to have. It's kind of, you know, fun looking. The little ankle warmers are nice. Obviously, the game does take place during winter, so it makes sense. But I just don't see why I'd use it over the classic suit or any other suit, really. Number 14, we've got the Programmable Matter suit. There are things I really like about this. The glowy hands and feet, the logo, which is obviously also very glowy, and the fact that the finisher employs spider mechanical arms is pretty good. But the fact that it's just so polygonal and looks like a PS1 model at times is what brings this down for. At 13, we got the Brooklyn Visions Academy suit. This is another case of just putting stuff over the classic suit. I kind of like it. You know, it's got a bit of casual wear. The backpack and the headphones really sell it a bit more, you know, adds more to Miles' personality. But I'm not a big fan of just putting casual suit over normal suits in general. So because of that, it's down here at number 13. At number 12, we've got our final origin suit. This one I like the most, but still, they're just kind of lackluster. I feel like the origin suits in this game. This one's just a normal Spider-Man suit with a bunch of casual clothing over. It makes sense for Miles, and it fits more of his personality, having this kind of puffer jacket and a hoodie and the sports shorts. All of that together makes it better than the 3 other origin suits, in my opinion. At 11, we've got the Advanced Tech suit. I quite like this one as a variation of the classic suit. They've taken the kind of ideals of it and they made a kind of armored look for it. The one thing I will say I'm not a big fan of is the logo on the front. On the back, it's fine, but on the front, it's just so much worse. And I feel like it's a bit more muted at the top, especially the webbing. Because of that, It's a nice attempt, but it's not better than the classic suit. Starting off the top 10 with the end suit. This is used by an older Miles Morales in the comics, which is why I guess he's got this military boots and camo trousers. Those are the parts which I feel like don't really fit Miles that well, but hey, they're there. I really like the hoodie on this, especially the logo on the back. I love the spray painted logos on Miles' suits. They just work well with his personality. And the normal suit underneath is kind of just an updated version of the classic suit. The logo is a little bit different. Other than that, it's pretty much just his classic suit. At number 9, we've got the tracksuit. I feel like this is Miles's advanced suit. It's a lot like his classic one, but just with a lot of white, really. The one thing I will say, which they took away from the classic suit for some reason, is a lot of the webbing. The webbing is contained just kind of like the head, the neck, and then a little bit of the torso. And the worst part is that all of the parts without webbing, you can see that there's marks where there would be webbing. And I just don't understand why there isn't webbing all around the top of the torso. At number 8, we've got the Bodega cat suit. This is one at which I prefer having casual clothes over the suit because the hoodie covers it completely. The logo on the front is very nice, but obviously the main thing is the cat in the back. It interacts a lot during gameplay. It even has its own finishers. It's just a great suit and a great reward for finishing the game. At number 7, we've got the Purple Rain suit. The Prowler is probably one of the best things about Miles Morales, at least top 3. And this suit is amazing. The eyes glowing, the tool pouch, and the web shooters on the wrist. I love them. And then you also get the Prowler claws, which are all just little additions that make this suit that little bit better. Although I do feel that in-game, the purple, it can feel a little bit muted. I wish it was just a bit brighter. At number 6, we've got the Uptown Pride suit. I just put this up so high because I like the look of black and gold. And I'm kind of sad that original Spider-Man didn't have a black and gold suit until No Way Home, which was a bad black and gold suit because you had to deal with all the technology stuff. Just simple black and gold color palette works really well, but once again, it is just a variation of the classic suit, which brings it down a little bit. In the top 5, I feel like these 5 can be interchangeable, but we're going to start with the 2020 suit. This is great looking suit, very futuristic looking, which kind of confuses me as to why this is 2020 suit. Feels more like it would probably be the 2099 suit. The torso is great. It's got that sick S on the arm. I don't know why, but it's great. The logo's pretty good. And the robotic face with the speakers going through is nice. However, I do feel like at times it's too futuristic. You know, a lot of the times I want to play as Miles, not a robot. And that's why it's at number 5. At number 4, we got the animated suit. This is just simply a very good stylized version of the classic suit. It does have one change, which is the back logo is actually a spider hanging from the webbing. And I really like that change. But once again, it's just an adaptation of the classic suit. It's a nice one to have, you know, very stylized. However, it doesn't exceed the classic suit in my opinion. Bursting into the top 3, we've got the 2099 suit. Like I said, this isn't too futuristic looking, but what I really like about this is the color palette. The more blue kind of look instead of just solid black, plus the light blue, the red, and the white together all work together. The glowy eyes, I love them. The little blades on the back and the kind of like web shooter cartridges you can just see on the inside all work together to make a very unique looking suit amongst Miles's suit roster. At number 2, it's gotta be the classic suit. This and number 1 switch places for me all the time, but this is just definitive Miles Morales. They made such a good suit straight away, and it's very hard to even top it. It is absolute perfection. But speaking of perfection, with one of the most perfect Spider-Man movies, we've got the Into the Spider-Verse suit. It's just so reminiscent of that classic suit, even though it's quite different, to be honest. It's got a lot of webbing, but that webbing is just kind of like a light grey. It's not that red. Instead, you've got a lot of spray paint being used to cover the red parts. The logos look brilliant. The eyes look so expressive. Obviously, it comes with the ability to have the frame rate match the movie so that it just looks even closer. It's a brilliant suit with a lot of work put into it. I would like to see what this suit looks like with red webbing, but other than that, I think this is just an amazing suit that expands upon the classic. It gives that kind of feeling of the classic suit, even though it is quite a bit different. But there we have it. That is my opinions on the Miles Morales suits. The top 10, especially, even like the top 11 or top 12, can be quite interchangeable. I think Miles has got a very good, consistent set of suits. Only a couple are downright bad, but then again, only a couple are great. Most of them are just kind of okay. But I've been CompactJack. Let me know your guys' opinions on Miles' suits or your opinions on my opinions, and I'll see you guys next time.